Does this mean that Sarah Michelle Gellar is wandering around toothless?
Yes, she's gumming her way through life.
Be right back.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Ah.
So, all the way up.
Wow.
I work on.
They are very hard. They're difficult to talk in. So.
And those do not look comfortable.
No, they don't.
No, they're okay. The thing is from what I understand from the guy who made them for John, I'm one of the few people who can talk around it without lisping the hell out of it. So,
Love it.
Amy. Darling.
Hey, I'm Amy, and I'm in Long Beach, California, and my dog's snoring right now on my lap, so all better. Yay! Yay! And I don't know. I haven't watched all of Buffy, but I really like this episodes of the ones that I've seen. And a good thing that happened today is I put on some cute nails that I got from my cousin Misty from Color Street, so that was a fun thing. Yay.
I need cute nails.
And I'm doing Parking Ticket Lady. I'll be there for 30 seconds.
It's a beautiful 30 seconds.
It's one of the saddest songs in the whole show.
Everyone can relate.
It becomes hilarious, though, when you listen to all the lyrics all the way through that they don't actually have at full volume in the show.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely her fault anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Crystal, the handsome young man.
Yes, hi. I'm Crystal, and I'm in Santa Ana, California. And I discovered Buffy actually in 2005, so after it had gone off the air and when Angel was about to go off the air. I would say that Spike is my favorite character, and it's funny meeting James Marsden is one of those wow, you're nothing like that character at all. I wish that you were. But other than that, this is the first time I'm doing one of these Zoom things. I'm really excited about it. The Thespian thing. So I'm excited.
Do you ever see Jason Marsden in his episode on Northern Exposure?
I don't know if I did. And I watched Northern Exposure when it was airing. So
when Maggie went home and there was the pastor at the house, that was James Marsden.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. I'll have to go back and watch.
A rabbit hole now.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Hi, I am Ryan. I am playing the stage manager. I'm in San Diego. My favorite episode of Buffy is the one where she's switching back and forth between the mental hospital and Sunnydale. I like the little twist on the entire prospect of being a Slayer.
That writing is really good.
Love it. Does anybody in the audience want to say hi?
Hi. There's audience. I invited a couple.
Love ya.
I'll say hi. Hi.
This is Buffy. She's 16 years old.
Oh, hi.
And I'm in the Chicago suburbs.
Oh no! A 16-year-old cat named Buffy, and I'm just thinking of season 1 right now. I'm sorry. I'm Bunny. I'm in Long Beach, just here skipping or starting work late because I love this show so much. So.
You're here.
Thank you.
Question for everybody, especially those who are understudies, Carrie. Carrie, do you want to be the vampire at the beginning?
I guess.
Somebody who knows it really well.
I'll do it. I don't know that I know it really well because I was listening to it earlier and I was like, oh man, it's been forever since I listened to this.
Yeah, who said I'll do it?
I know it really
That
well.
was Eli.
She's not even.
Eli, you do it.
Eli says okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
All right, I think we're super ready to go. So everybody who's not talking, belching, or singing, please mute yourself. Let's do it.
Okay. Act 1. An overture plays. We see various wordless scenes of Scooby life that all contain the common thread of Buffy going through her day with a singular lack of involvement. Though people may speak, we hear no dialogue. And then we see a title, once more with feeling. As it fades, we tilt down to an old-fashioned alarm clock ringing and shaking about. The only noise we hear. It's set for 7. We widen to see the interior of Buffy's room. It's morning. Buffy lying on the bed, just looking at the clock. She looks at it. She takes it. She looks at it, never bothering to turn it off. Interior upstairs of the summer's home, morning. We Brahmin about the upstairs as the girls go about their morning routine. Starting on the hall as Buffy comes slowly out of her room, headed for the bathroom. But Dawn rushes in before her, slamming the door. Buffy just stands there, as Willow, already dressed, comes briskly from downstairs to grab some books from the bedroom. We see Tara in there, making the bed. Willow kisses her on the cheek as she exits. Tara moves her pillow to find a weed-like flower under her pillow. She looks at it puzzled, and then smells it, smiles, interpreting it as a romantic gesture. She is twirling it in her fingers as she enters the bathroom, opening the door to find Dawn just finishing brushing her teeth. Tara moves to leave, but Dawn indicates come in. She's just leaving and races out. Buffy's still waiting in the hall, and Tara shuts the bathroom door in Buffy's face, never having even seen her. A beat. Buffy turns and goes back into her room and crawls into bed. Inside of the magic box in the afternoon, there's much movement here. Customers mill about as Giles takes an item from Dawn, reshelving it and giving her a stern look. Anya is looking at a bridal magazine. Xander, Willow, and Tara are in research mode. Willow and Tara make notes, while Buffy writes intently on a loose-leaf pad. We come around to see she has colored the entire pad black and is just filling in the last bit. Giles appears in front of her with a serious-looking axe and a hopeful smile. Buffy smiles back, politely, and gets up, pulling off her outer skirt, revealing training clothes underneath. As they enter the training room, we go up to see the clock saying 4:30. Graveyard. Buffy walks through an unusually blue night, singing herself as the overture finishes, and she begins to sing.
Every single night, the same arrangement. I go out and fight the fight. Still, I always feel the strangest estrangement. Nothing here is real, nothing here is right. I've been making shows of trading blows, just hoping no one knows that I've been going through the motions, walking through the park. Nothing seems to penetrate my heart. I was always kind of brave and kind of righteous. Now I find I'm wavering. Crawl out of your grave, you find this fight just doesn't mean a thing.
You ain't got that swing.
Thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing.
So, but she's just going through the motions, faking it somehow. She's not even half the girl she out.
Will I stay this way forever? Sleepwalk through my life's endeavor.
How can I repay?
I just wanna be going through the motions, losing all my drive. I can't even see if this is really me, and I just wanna be alive.
Then to recap what happened, she was attacked by a vampire. She fights him in a bit of a rout. She stakes the vampire in the heart. He does as she moves on, fighting 2 more vamps, a demon who is ritualistically sacrificing a handsome young victim, a man who is tied to a tree. Stalking the vampire, whose head whips towards the camera, he drives his elbow back into her face, sending her flying to the ground. As she's getting up, 2 vamps and the demon march in the frame singing. As they continue, she kicks and grabs the demon's sword, kills a vampire off screen, knocking the other one down and stabbing the demon fatally. He drops dead, as we see Buffy cut the young man loose without even looking at him. We see now that he is handsome indeed. The last vamp picks himself up and goes in for her, getting staked pretty quickly. Closing in on the vampire, he as he dusts, revealing Buffy's close-up. A long shot arms up away from her. A handsome young victim walks away unnoticed. The vampire's dust is swirling past the camera in a breeze as the last note rings out, and we cut to the interior of the magic box. It's daytime. As Buffy enters to find the gang, minus Dawn and Spike, gathered about, Giles and Anya are going over her ledgers. Tara and Willow off in the corner stocking jars. They're very touchy and giggly, basking in each other this morning. Tara and Willow, not the other two. Xander sits at the table with a bunch of pastries, choosing one.
Good morning, Buffy.
Dawn get off to school all right? She made the bus this time?
What? Oh, I think so.
I left her lunch in the fridge, brown paper bag that said Dawn on it, and it also said lunch.
Then she probably took it when she probably got on the bus.
She crosses to seated Xander, dropping her bag on the table. Xander plays with food, holding a long cruller and a powdered donut. The cruller speaks.
Respect the cruller and tame the donut.
That's still funny, sweetie.
Buffy, still standing, tries to broach the subject she's not entirely comfortable with.
So, no research? Nothing going on? Monsters or whatnot?
General murmurs of no, not really, not so much.
Good. That's, so did anybody, last night, burst into song?
Everyone stops. The couples exchange looks.
Oh, merciful Zeus.
Well, I sang, but I have...
We were talking, and then it was like...
Like you were in a musical?
That would explain the huge backing orchestra I couldn't see and the synchronized dancing from the room service chaps.
Xander and I were fighting about monkey trouble.
You have monkey trouble?
It was very disturbing.
It's a corker.
Wait, you skipped some. Xander, go back to that other line about you have monkey trouble.
I'm on the other script, which does not have that line.
Oh!
Well, fuck. Never mind. You just say it's a film. Say it's a film.
Say it's a what?
It's a film.
It's a film.
It's a corker.
Whatever, just say it's very disturbing.
Especially the 9th time.
It was very, very disturbing.
And we were arguing, and then everything rhymed, and there were harmonies, and a dance with coconuts.
Oh, that's when I say it was very disturbing. I'm assuming that would make sense.
What did you sing? What did you sing about?
I don't remember, but it seemed perfectly normal.
But disturbing, and not the natural order of things. And do you think it'll happen again?
I don't know. I'll look into it.
Exactly. With the books and mulling, there should be mulling.
Do we have any books about this?
We just gotta break it down and look at the factors before it happens again, because I, for one...
Question. Is everybody okay with just going to the PDF?
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, I feel like there's more than a little bit of difference.
Yeah. I noticed the stage directions.
So go to the one you just posted?
Yes.
The one at Buffy Maniac?
Yes, because it's easier for everybody to... Sorry, I just noticed there's a lot more than just... If there's like a lot of lines missing, it's not going to work unless we're all on the same thing. So, let's just take a 2-minute break and go to the other one. I already have it up.
That's the one I was on. So.
Yes, I know, but some are not. So let's go. Let's all get on the literal same page.
Hey.
With the Buffy Maniac one.
Yes.
All right.
Haha. Took me a minute.
And we're on page 6 of the Buffy Maniac one.
Oh, it's not 700 pages?
That's only 6. So, is it okay if we start from Sono research nothing going on?
Ah, yes. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Take it back from the beginning.
Yeah, sorry.
Buffy Maniac. Is that, did you just post something or is that in the invite?
I just posted it.
I don't.
Can somebody...
Oh, wait, I see it. Hold on.
Ryan, do you have it up?
Not yet. I am still going to it.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's not your fault.
No.
I know. I could have checked it more carefully.
No. It's all good.
I'm putting it in the chat.
That's another good idea.
There we go.
Peanut. Have a cat. Peanut.
Buffy Maniac. Gotcha. One more time.
Page 5. Ish. I wish the nachos were like pizza and good cold.
Also,
like that, but...
So wait, is page 5 starting the scene over? Is that
Okay.
Almost.
Almost? Okay.
All right. Should we start at the top of page 5 after the vampire stakes him?
Wait.
Why don't we, do you want to start at the top of the magic box scene?
Scene 5 is technically starts on page 4.
Yeah, let's start at the beginning of the scene.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, and the proper pronunciation is Crawler.
Crawler. Gotcha.
If you're going back for it, Crawler.
Crawler.
All
right.
Although that's not in this version.
No, it's nowhere near as elaborate.
Okay.
It's just respect to Crawler and Team the Donut.
Some dudes that
You Crawler, you brought it.
know and did their best.
All right. Whenever everybody's ready. Interior magic box. Daytime. Buffy enters the store to greeting all around.
Hey, Bob.
Good morning, Buffy.
Sorry, I'm still trying to pull up the PDF.
Gotcha.
Okay, who? Okay.
Someone save my line.
If you haven't pulled it up yet, please do it.
I'm working on it.
Okay, baby. I'm gonna pull up these sad nachos to my mouth.
Bad nachos are best remedied by a toaster oven, by the way.
Nothing.
That's a good idea.
They're shitty.
Oh, that sucks.
That's the sad part. It's okay. It'll be fine. It's good. Because then I won't eat this whole thing, which is bad for you.
I mean,
When
it's
it's
pretty
too
good.
much.
Oh, pass it over. I could dig on some nachos.
You won't want these.
We don't eat shitty nachos, Ryan. We don't do that.
Yeah, if you're eating them with a fork, that kind of says everything.
No, I like eating with the fork. That's good. That means there's good stuff on it. But these don't have good ingredients.
Gotcha. Okay, doke.
It's sad.
Okay, sorry. I'm on the page.
Page
Yes.
4, bottom of page 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Buffy.
Yes.
Hey, did Don get off to school all right?
What? Oh, yeah, I think so.
Willow is puzzled at Buffy's response. Buffy heads over to the reading table with Xander and sits. Anya bustles around, tending to the store.
Respect the crawler and tame the donut.
That's still funny, sweetie.
So, no research? Nothing going on? Monsters or whatnot?
They shake their heads.
Good. So, did anybody last night Did anybody burst into song?
Everyone stops and stares at her. Then comes to life in a flurry of agreement, talking over each other in the excitement to share.
Merciful Zeus!
We thought it was just us.
Well, I sang, but I had my guitar at the
It was
hotel.
bizarre. We were talking, and then it was like
you were in a musical.
That would explain the huge backing orchestra I couldn't see and the synchronized dancing from the room service chaps.
Did a whole duet about dishwashing.
And we were arguing, and then everything rhymed, and there were harmonies, and the dance with coconuts.
There was an entire verse about couscous.
It was very disturbing.
What did you sing about?
I don't remember. But it seemed perfectly normal.
But disturbing, and not the natural order of things. And do you think it'll happen again?
I don't know. I should look into it.
Books.
Do we have any books on this?
Well, we just gotta break it down and look at the factors before it happens again, because I, for one...
I'm pressing play and it's not cooperating.
Room musicals are the best.
Come on.
Hey,
There we go. I got a feeling there's a dreaming that doesn't even know something is there.
I've got a theory. Some kid is dreaming, and we're all stuck inside his head.
No, wait, no.
I've got a theory, we should work this out. Witches, some evil witches, which is ridiculous because witches, they were persecuted, wicked, good, and love the earth and women power, and I'll be over here.
Friends aren't just cute like everybody supposes. I'm just guessing. They got their floppy legs and twitchy little noses. And what's with all the carrots? What do they need such good eyesight for anyway? Probably way off. Bunnies! Bunnies, it must be bunnies! Can't hear it.
No, I can't hear it.
We should work this fast because it clearly could get serious before it's past.
Mine keeps muting.
It doesn't matter. I've got a theory, it doesn't matter. Why can't we face?
Tracy. Just turn the music off. Let's do it a cappella from now on. Go for it, Danya. Tracy! Tracy!
Yes,
Turn the music off.
I saw.
We're doing it live. Sing it.
All right. I've got a theory, it doesn't matter. What can't we face if we're together? What's in this place that can't weather? Apocalypse, we've all been there. The same old trips, why should we care? What can we do to get it? We're working through it every minute. We have to try. We'll pay the price. You
or die.
Hey, I died twice.
What can't we face if we're together? What in this place that we can weather? There's nothing we can face.
poor bunnies.
See, okay, that was disturbing.
I thought it was neat.
That's in the script. Somebody has two audio things and one of them's not muted, so it's echoing. Might be you, Danya. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going.
I don't know. I just muted.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was some echoing.
That wasn't me.
Oh, it's, okay. Who's that? Anyanka's Nightmare.
There isn't a. I thought I turned the volume off. Ugh, I don't know how to. I figured out how to mute it on the phone.
Cool, perfect. Okay, Xander.
All right. See, okay, that was disturbing.
I thought it was neat.
So what is it? What's causing it?
I thought it didn't matter.
Well, I'm not exactly quaking in my stylish yet affordable boots, but there's definitely something unnatural going on here, and that doesn't usually lead to hugs and puppies.
Well, is it just us? I mean, is it only happening to us? Because that would probably mean a spell or...
Buffy turns and heads for the door. She opens it to find people dancing in the street in front of a dry cleaners across the way.
They got the mustard.
Buffy closes the door and turns back to the others.
It's not just us.
Later, the door swings open and Dawn runs in, excited.
God, you will never believe what happened at school today.
Everybody started singing and dancing?
Dawn is disappointed that her news isn't news.
I gave birth to a pterodactyl.
Oh my God, did it sing?
I did. It was really painful. Anya, I swear it was.
I said my line. Oh my God, did it sing?
Don says, so you guys too, huh? Well, so what'd you sing about?
Math.
Tara and Willow giggle to themselves. Tara suddenly turns to the others, covering.
That's right. The volume, the text.
What text?
The volume-y text.
You know.
The Manfred report.
Tara nods eagerly.
The what now?
There's just a few volumes back at the house that deal with mystical chants, bacchanals. It might be relevant.
Dawn looks down at the counter and sees a pendant and a chain lying on the glass. She surreptitiously slips it into her pocket.
Yeah, we could.
Well, I'm a hair's breadth from investigating bunnies at the moment, so I'm open to anything.
Great. We'll check it out and we'll give you all a call.
Yeah, this could blow the whole thing wide open.
They both stand and quickly make for the exit. Interior, Sunnydale Park, day. Or exterior, Sunnydale Park during the day. Willow and Tara stroll down the sun-dappled park surrounded by people, picnicking and throwing frisbees, etc.
Do we have any books at all at home?
Two college guys approach from the opposite direction, and their gaze follows Tara as she and Willow walk past.
Well, who wants to be cooped up on a day like this? The sun is shining, the songs are going on, those guys are checking you out.
What are they looking at?
Hotness of you, doofus.
Those boys really thought I was hot?
Entirely.
Oh my God, I'm cured. I want the boys.
She turns to follow them laughing, and Willow pulls her back.
Do I have to fight to keep you? Because I'm not large with the butch.
I'm just not used to that. They were really looking at me?
And you can't imagine what they see in you.
I know exactly what they see in me. You.
She smiles at Willow as they come to a stop near a pond.
Okay. I've lived my life in shadow, never the sun on my face. It didn't seem so sad though, figured that was my place. Now I'm bathed in light, something just isn't right. I'm under your spell, how else could it be? Anyone would notice me. It's magic I can tell, how you set me free, brought me out so easily. I saw a world enchanted, spirits and charms in the air. I always took for granted I was the only one there. But your power shone brighter than I ever known. I'm under your spell, nothing I can do, just look like my soul with you. You worked your charm so well, finally I knew everything I dreamed was true. You make me believe. The moon to the tide. I can feel you inside. I'm under your spell, surging like the sea, pulled to you so helplessly. I break with every swell, lost in ecstasy, spread beneath my willow tree. You make me complete. You make me complete. You make me complete. You make me complete.
You made her complete.
Interior magic box during the day. Xander and Buffy are at the table reading books.
I bet they're not even working.
Who now?
Willow and Tara, you see the way they were with each other? The get a roominess to them? I bet they're singing. They're probably singing right now.
I'm sure Willow and Tara are making every effort.
Oh, yeah.
Xander.
It's okay. I do know about this stuff. Besides, it's all kind of romantic.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Come on. Songs, dancing around. What's going to be wrong with that?
Sunnydale streets, an alley in the middle of the night. A man stands in the alley alone, tap dancing. As he dances, his steps get more frantic. It's obvious he can't stop. A look of panic crosses his face as smoke begins to seep from beneath his clothes. He bursts into flame with an agonal scream and incinerates. He drops dead at the feet of Sweet, a devilishly looking demon in fashionable and flashy clothes.
What page? Sorry. Honey, we're on page 15.
Page 15. Top.
Ah, yes. Now that's entertainment.
We fade out. Act 2. Xander's apartment in the morning. Anya and Xander wake.
Hey, baby, you don't have to go to work?
No, I shut the crew down for the day. My guy started dancing around me. I don't know if I can deal. It's a flab thing. So, waffles?
Will you still make me waffles when we're married?
No, I'll only make them for myself, but by California law, you will own half of them. How about omelets? You know, I can do an omelet.
Anya throws the covers back and sits up.
This is the man that I plan to entangle, isn't he fine? My claim to fame was to maim and to mangle, vengeance was mine, but I'm out of the biz. The name I made I'll trade for his, the only trouble is I'll never tell.
Fun, she's such wonderful fun, such passion and grace. So warm in the night when I'm right in her tight embrace, tight embrace. I'll never let her go. The love we've known can only grow. There's just one thing that, no, I'll never tell.
He snores,
he wheezes,
again he freezes.
She eats these squeezy cheeses that I can't describe.
I talk, he breezes.
He doesn't know what pleases.
He's from a Shumash tribe. The
vibe gets kind of scary. She thinks I'm ordinary.
Like it's all just temporary.
Like her toes are kind of hairy, but it's all very well, 'cause God knows I'll never tell.
When things get rough, he just hides behind his puppy. Now look, he's getting huffy, 'cause he knows that I know.
She claims she's needy. She's also really greedy. She never, and this is my verse, hello. She...
Look at me! I'm dancing crazy!
You know, you're quite the charmer. You're the cutest of the Scoobies with your lips as red as rubies and your firm yet supple, tight embrace.
He's swell.
She's sweller.
Always be my feller.
That's why I'll never tell her that I'm petrified.
Read this tale, there's wedding then betrayal. I know there'll come the day I want to run and hide.
I said it's easy. I've tried, but there's these things I can't quell. Is she looking for a pot of gold? Will our lives become too stressful if I'm never that successful?
When I get so worn and wrinkly that I look like David Brinkley.
Am I crazy? And I'm married in a deep. We could really raise the beat, making marriage in hell. So if not, I'll never tell.
I swear
that I'll never tell. My lips are sealed. Nothing to see, move it along. I'll never tell. Ah.
They fall backward onto the couch, laughing.
It's
Exterior, Sunnydale streets, daylight. Xander, Anya, and Giles walk along the sidewalk. In the background, various people sing and dance as they pass by. Xander and Anya are talking over in their anxiety of what just happened in their apartment.
It's a nightmare. It's a plague.
He stopped.
It's a nightmare about a plague.
It's like we're being watched, like there was a wall missing from our apartment.
Now, I didn't want to be saying things, but they just kept pouring out.
Like there were only 3 walls and not a 4th wall. My toes aren't hairy.
And they rhymed, and they were mean, and my eyes are not beady. Giles, you gotta stop it.
Well, I'm looking into some leads, and
Of course, clearly our number is a retro pache. That's never going to be the breakaway puppet.
Work with me, British man. Give me an axe and show me where to point it.
Sander, it's not quite that simple, but I have learned about some disturbing things. Basically,
A woman notices a cop writing a parking ticket and runs over to him.
I've been having a bad day. Come on, won't you put that pad away? I'm asking you, please, no. It isn't right, it isn't fair. There was no parking anywhere. I think that hydrant wasn't there. Why can't you let it go? I think I paid more than my share. And just a poor girl, don't you care? Hey, I'm not wearing underwear.
And as in burnt up? Somebody set people on fire? That's nuts.
I don't know. One more verse of our little ditty and I would have to be looking for a gas can.
well, clearly emotions are running high, but as far as I can tell, these people burned up from the inside. They spontaneously combusted. I've only seen the one. I was able to examine the body while the police were taking witness areas.
Okay, but we're sure that things are related. The singing and the dancing and burning and dying?
We're not sure of much. Buffy's looking to leads at local demon haunts. At least in theory she is, but she doesn't seem to...
She's easing back into it. We pulled her out of an untold hell dimension, ergo, the weirdness. The important thing is to be there for her.
I'm helping her as much as I can, but...
He shakes his head in frustration. Anya awkwardly pats him on the shoulder, trying to comfort him. Interior, Spike's crypt. Night. Spike climbs up into the crypt, and from the lower level, Buffy enters.
The sun sets and she appears. Come to serenade me?
So you know what's going on?
Well, I've seen some damn funny things the last 2 days. 600-pound Shirago demon making like Ima Sumac? That one'll stay with you. I remain immune, happy to say.
He holds up a liquor bottle.
Drink?
A world of no. So, any idea what's causing this?
Oh, so that's all. You just come to pump me for information.
What else would I want to pump you for? I really just said that, didn't I?
Yeah, well, don't want to bore you with the small talk.
He goes over to the door and holds it open.
Don't know a thing.
What's up? You're all bad moody.
It's nothing. Glad you could stop by. It's nothing.
What?
I died so many years ago, but you can make me feel like it isn't so. Why you come to be with me, I think I finally know. You're scared, ashamed of what you feel. You can't tell the ones you love, you know they couldn't deal. Whisper in a dead man's ear doesn't make it real. That's great, but I don't want to play. 'Cause being with you touches me more than I can say. And since I'm only dead to you, I'm saying stay away. And let me rest in peace. Let me rest in peace. Let me get some sleep. Let me take my love and bury it in a hole 6 foot deep. I can lay my body down, but I can't find my sweet release. So let me rest in peace. You know, you got a willing slave. You just love to play the thought that you might misbehave. But till you do, I'm telling you, stop visiting my grave. and let me rest in peace. I know I should go, but I follow you like a man possessed. There's a traitor here beneath my breast, and it hurts me more than you've ever guessed. If my heart could beat, it would break my chest, but I can't see you're unimpressed. So leave me be, let me rest in peace, let me get some sleep. Let me take my love and bury it in a hole 6 foot deep. I can lay my body down, but I can't find my sweet release. So let me rest in peace. Why won't you let me rest in peace? And I gotta find the right part in the script. Sorry. So, you're not staying then?
Interior, Sumner's home. Dawn's room, nighttime. Dawn dumps her purse out on the bed. Tara is standing at the door watching.
A lot of homework?
Math. It seemed cooler when we were singing about it.
Willow said they have a lead on the whole musical extravaganza evil. This demon that can be summoned, some sort of lord of the dance, but not the scary one, just a demon.
Do they know who summoned it?
They don't even know its name yet, but Willow will find out. She's a brainy type.
I'm glad you guys made up.
What?
That fight you guys had about magic and stuff, it gives me belly rumblings when you guys fight.
Dawn, Willow and I have never fought about...
It's okay, it's just you guys are so great together. I just hate it when you... But that was the only fight I've ever seen you guys have anyway. And I'm so glad it's over.
Tara looks down at her skirt where she's wearing Willow's magical herb. It starts to dawn on her what the herb is for.
Dawn, there's something I need at the shop. Will you be okay for a little while?
Yes, the 15-year-old can spend half an hour alone in her locked house.
I won't be gone long.
Tara quickly leaves and Dawn heads over to her dresser. She opens her jewelry box and takes out an inside partition, revealing a stash of stolen jewelry, charms, and talismans. She picks out a pendant she just stole from the store earlier and puts it on.
Does anybody even notice? Does anybody even care?
She turns around and comes face to face with a life-size and living ventriloquist doll. The creature seizes her as 2 others just like it throw in a burlap sack over her head. Fade out. Act 3. Interior, the Bronze, nighttime. The club is deserted, empty. Dawn wakes up on a billiard table. She gets down and tries to get away, but the 3 living dolls block her and thwart her. Their movements aren't normal, however. The entire escape attempt is a well-choreographed ballet sequence. She slides across the floor to the foot of the stage, looks up to find Sweet looming over her. He tap dances down the stairs and smiles at her.
Why'd you run away? Don't you like my style? Why don't you come and play? I guarantee a great big smile. I come from the imagination, and I'm here straight by your invocation. So what do you say? Why don't we dance a while? I'm the hottest swing, I'm the twist and shout. When you gotta sing, when you gotta let it out. You call me in, I come running, I turn the music on, I bring the fun in. Now we're partying, that's what it's all about. 'Cause I know what you feel, girl. I know just what you feel, girl.
Like a good demon? Bringing the fun in?
All these melodies, they go on too long. Then that energy starts to come on. We're too strong. All those hearts may open, they must sing. And those people, they just start combusting. What's the penalty when life is but a song? You brought me down and doomed this town. And when we blow the scene, back we will go to my kingdom below. And you will be my queen. 'Cause I know what you feel, girl.
Would be very regal.
It's real. I'm on the bus and hold on to Ryan. Enough time to get us off shooing.
But I'm late and I'd hate to delay her.
Something's cooking, I'm at the griddle. I gave Nero his very first fiddle.
If I missed, see my sisters, the Slayer.
The Slayer?
Uh-huh.
Sweet chuckles and turns to his minions.
Go, find her. Tell her everything. Just get her here. I want to see the Slayer burn.
Dawn cringes, realizing she may have made a mistake.
Now we're partying, that's what it's all about.
Magic box training room, nighttime. Buffy smashes an inch-thick plank held by Giles with one kick.
Good, good.
I feel like I should bow or have honor or something.
It may seem hokey, but we need to work on precision and concentration as much as power. I'm still not sure what we're facing.
You'll figure it out. I'm just worried this whole session's going to turn into some training montage from an 80s movie.
Well, if we hear any inspirational power chords, we'll just lie down till they go away. Anyway, I don't think we need to work that much on your strength.
Yeah, I'm pretty spry for a corpse.
Buffy flips up onto the vault and does a perfect handstand on the rings.
Have you spoken to Dawn about the incident at Halloween?
Oh, I thought you took care of that.
Troubled, Giles nods.
Right.
What would I do without you?
She finishes stretching.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let me see if I can get this right this time. You're not ready for the world outside. You keep pretending, but you just can't hide. I know I said I'd be standing by your side, but your path's unbeaten, but it's all uphill. And you can meet it, but you never will. and I'm the reason that you're standing still. But I wish I could say the right words to lead you through this land. Wish I could play the father, take you by the hand. Wish I could stay here, but now I understand. I'm standing in your way. The cries around you, you don't hear at all. 'Cause you know I'm here to take that call. So you just lie there when you should be standing tall. But I wish I could lay your arms down and let you rest at last. Wish I could slay your demons, but now the time has passed. Wish I could stay here. You're standing, somewhere standing fast, but I'm standing in the way. I'm just standing in the way.
Buffy comes back into real time with Giles.
Did you just say something?
The magic box, storefront. It's nighttime. Tara flips through a book on magic herbs. She finds a picture that nearly exactly matches the flowering plant she holds in her hand, and the caption reads, Lilith's Bramble, used for augmenting spells of forgetting and mind control. Tara turns to look at Willow talking to Buffy at the front of the store.
I'm under your spell. God, how can this be? Playing with my memory. You know I've been through hell. Willow, don't you see? There'll be nothing left of me. You made me believe.
I don't want to go.
And it grieves me because I love you so. We
both know. Wish I could say the right words
it was
to
just
lead
this
you
once,
through
but
this
I
land.
must do what
Wish
I
I could
must. I can't
play the
adjust to
father,
this disgust.
take
We're
you
done,
by
and I
the
just
hand.
wish I
Wish
could
I could stay here.
Wish
If
I
I
could
could
stay. Wish I could
stay.
The door opens and Spike pushes one of Sweet's living
One
ventriloquist
more.
dolls into the store.
Oh, I missed my last note, stage manager.
Oh, sorry, I thought I heard the music end.
There's a pause.
Looky what I found.
Hold on.
Do I need to say that again?
Sorry. Is this the demon guy?
Willow turns and smiles.
Yeah.
Tara ignores Willow and approaches Spike and his captive.
Works for him. Has a nice little story for the Slayer, don't you? Come on then, sing.
He kicks the dummy forward into the room.
Has the Slayer's sister hostage at the front because she summoned him. And at midnight, he's going to take her to the underworld to be his queen.
What does he want?
The demon points at Buffy.
Her.
Spike steps forward and grabs the creature.
If that's all you've got to say, then.
The dummy slips Spike's grips and runs off.
Strong. Someday he'll be a real boy.
So, John's in trouble. Must be Tuesday.
I just left her for a few minutes.
Wednesday.
Oh, it's not your fault. So what's the plan?
Man, let's mount up.
No.
I may have had the wrong idea in summoning this creature, but I've seen some of these underworld child bride deals, and they never end well. Maybe once.
We're not just going to stay here.
Yes, we are. Buffy's going alone.
Don't be a stupid git. There's no...
If I want your opinion, Spike, I'll never want your opinion.
A little confusion spell could.
No, I mean, I don't think it'll help.
Forget them, Slayer. I got your back.
I thought you wanted me to stay away from you. Isn't that what you sang?
Spike sang a little song?
Would you say it was a breakaway pop hit or more of a book number?
Let it go, sweetie.
Fine. I hope you dance till you burn. You and the little bit.
He glares at Buffy and leaves.
You're really not coming?
It's up to you, Buffy.
What do you expect me to do?
Your best.
Sunnydale streets, night. Buffy pauses before a burning trash can. She warms her hands as the citizens of Sunnydale dance a hellish ballet in the light of the fires burning along the streets.
Where'd he go?
So Lit Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack.
You don't say.
To be fair, the show did have commercials.
I touch the fire and it freezes me. I look into it and it's black. Why can't I feel my skin should crack and peel? I want the fire back. Out through the smoke she calls to me to make my way across the flame, to save the day or maybe melt away. I guess it's all the same. So I will walk through the fire, 'cause when lights cannot take, I will walk through the fire and let it.
The torch I bear is scorching me, and Buffy's laughing, I've no doubt. I hope she fries. I'm free if that bitch dies. I better help her out.
Is drawn to the fire. Some people never
Will
learn,
never learn,
and
she will
come
walk
through the fire and let it.
Will this do a thing to change her? Am I leaving Dawn in danger? Is my Slayer too far down again?
What if Buffy can't defeat it?
Beady eyes is right where needed, or we could just sit around and glare.
Through the fire.
So one by one they turn from me. I guess my friends can face the cold. But why I froze, not one among them knows. I never can be told.
You think I'm the thing much graver?
First I'll kill her, then I'll save her. No, I'll save her, then I'll kill her.
Wondering if they should strike the spot. In the fire. The fire, no return. The fire.
was a wild mess, and I loved it.
Buffy kicks the door. It splinters off its hinges and smashes to the floor.
Showtime.
Act 4. The Bronze, nighttime. Buffy walks in, taking in Sweet and his henchmen.
I love a good entrance.
How are you with death scenes? You got a name?
Sweetheart, I've got 100.
Well, I ought to know what to call you if you're going to be my brother-in-law.
Do it.
Don't worry, you're not going anywhere. I am.
Sweet leans forward, interested.
Feels this. I can't kill you. You take me to Hellsville in her place.
But what if I kill you?
Trust me, won't help.
That's gloomy.
That's life.
Come on now. Is that really how you feel? Isn't life a miraculous thing?
I think you already know.
Sweet smiles impishly.
Sorry, I had to wait for the fucking ad to go by.
It's part of the evil.
Yes, the ad.
I have to make this extra special and pleasant.
Life's a show, and we all play our part. And when the music starts, we open up our hearts. It's alright if something's not wrong. We'll sing a happy song, and you can sing along. There is hope, there's hope, every day's a gift, wishes can come true. This is why we work so hard all day to be like other girls. Here in this glittering world, don't give me songs, don't give me songs. Here's something to sing about. I need something to sing about. That's a song you don't get to rehearse, and every single verse can make it that much worse. Still my friends don't know why I ignore a million things or more I should be dancing for. All the joy, like some family and friends, all the twists and friends, no that it ends, yeah, that depends on if they let you go, or if they know enough to know that when you bow, you leave the crowd. There was no pain, no fear, no doubt, till they pulled me out of heaven. So that's my refrain. I live in hell, 'cause I've been expelled from heaven. I think I was in heaven. So give me something to sing about.
Life's not a song. Life isn't bliss. Life is just this. It's living. You'll get along. The pain that you feel, you only can heal by living. You have to go on living. So one of us is living.
The hardest thing in this world is to live in it.
Sweet smiles and collapse.
Now that was a show-stopping number. Not quite the fireworks I was looking for, but you know.
Get out of here.
I smell power. I guess the little missus and I will just be on our way.
That's never going to happen.
I don't make the rules. She summoned me.
Keep saying that.
Sweet strokes the pennant around Dawn's neck.
Sweet thing.
No, this? At the magic box, it was on the floor. I was cleaning it, I forgot, but I didn't summon anything.
That's a twist.
If it was in the shop, then one of us probably...
Giles looks at each of them in turn. Finally, Xander raises his hand. Finally, Xander raises his hand.
Xander!
Sorry.
I didn't know what was going to happen. I just thought there was going to be dances and songs, and I just wanted to make sure we'd work out and get a happy ending.
I think everything worked out just fine.
Xander looks at him fearfully.
Does this mean that I have to be your queen?
But I think we could waive the clause just this once. Big smiles everywhere. You be What a lot of fun. You guys have been real swell. And there's not a one who could see this ended well. All those secrets you've been concealing, say you're happy now. Once more we feel it. Now I got right. See you all in
Sweet throws his arms wide and disappears in a swirl of blue and red energy, leaving everyone standing silently, awkwardly, not sure what to do or what to say to each other.
Okay, you guys. We'll see how it goes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Remember, we're all counting on you.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from
here? The battle's done and we kind of won, so we sound our victory cheer. Where do we go from here?
Why is the path unclear? When we know home is near,
Understand we go hand in hand, but we take a road in fear. Tell me
Where
we go
from
here
here
and appear.
Bugger this.
The drop is cheer. The curtain closed on the kiss not know. Tell the end is near.
When we
Go from here.
here.
The alley behind the bronze, nighttime. Spike stalks out of the club, and the others continue with their song. Buffy comes out after him.
Hey,
You should go back inside, finish the big group sing, get your kumbayayas out.
I don't want to.
The day you suss out what you do want, there'll probably be a parade. 76 bloody trombones.
Spike.
Look, you don't have to say anything. Am I missing something?
It's fucking ads. Okay. Touch the fire and it freezes me. I look into it and it's black.
So many years ago.
This isn't real. I just wanna
You feel.
The end.
We did it.
We survived.
Really difficult.
But where do we go from here?
Where do we? I'm very impressed.
That was awesome. Thank you, guys.
That was amazing.
There's a bunny wabbit.
Yeah, there is.
Bunny.
I had so much fun for Anya during the song, but it had mixed results.
Oh, I actually got spooked for a second because nothing was there, and then I looked over, there was a rabbit. I was like, oh fuck.
Exactly.
There's a cat on Bunny Norris's. Hold on.
Bunny.
Now I'm staring at everyone.
Oh, there's a baby.
Oh, it's a kitty. She hates it.
Looks very unhappy right now.
Ran away.
This is Arya, the hero of Winterfell.
Oh, she is. She got opinions.
Oh, the one who has trust issues.
She's so
She
great.
knows. Oh, and she's back. But anyway, great job, guys. I mean, guys,
I can't even believe your little reveal.
Not over Zoom, so much.
It's okay. We will meet in person someday and do a real live Waiting for Guffman.
But dude, you made high school college meets.
Reveal, Rachel.
By doing this.
Rachel, you make me happy.
Oh,
everybody's happy.
Yeah.
You guys were so good.
My friends used to print out scripts and read them over lunch because we were the cool kids. We would read our Buffy script.
Oh, that was the cool thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
and if it's for 4 people, it was the cool thing to do.
And this was starting like season 1. Like we read that like teacher who's like a praying mantis script.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, when it was Monster of the Week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna watch it right now.
Like the something of the week, like not baddie of the week. What was it called?
Big Bad.
Big Bad.
Big Bad.
Big Bad was always a big bad in the first season.
The Master.
Yeah.
And then it turned into other shit, and then it was like, oh my god, no. I need to do a rewatch and like maybe not watch the last season.
Oh, right there with you.
I've rewatched it quite a few times.
I kind of over it by then.
I rewatched it when quarantine started, and it was real good, real comforting.
I always try to find something redeeming about it. I'm sorry, but Kennedy ruined the entire thing for me.
Really?
Once Kennedy became a thing, I was like, just nah.
I liked Kennedy.
I want to like her. I'm rewatching it again. Like I'm at season 7 again, and I'm just like, I'm trying so hard.
The only
I
thing
had
I
a
really
friend that-
disliked was the afternoon special magic episodes. With
Yeah,
like
that
Willow going to the drug house and
Oh, season 6, and she's like a junkie.
yeah.
I loved how they didn't know what a bisexual was back then. That was super fun.
Oh yeah, there was always
yeah.
like, there was no such thing for the longest time.
Bisexuals, we don't exist. What are you talking about?
And she's just
Not in the 90s. I guess that's kind of the thing about Buffy. It was like the flagship of white feminism, which for its time was amazing. And I look back at it, it's like, you know what? There's a few places where we all kind of wish you learned from this since the 90s. And then he sometimes seems like maybe he did and maybe he didn't.
It's how I feel about every show I go back and watch. You know? Like
Anything
they were so
from
ahead of their time.
before, like 2010.
On and off.
They're now behind their time.
I still love his version of Much Ado About Nothing, though.
That was
Oh, really? I hate it. I hate it so much. I think it's so wrong.
What did you do?
The performances were perfect.
I liked the clowns, but I thought the stuff that he added that's not in the script, like you don't get that ego. Don't think you can mess with Shakespeare. Like, don't make it seem like they had a one-night stand beforehand and now she's a scorned woman. Takes all the complexity out of her character. I have strong feelings about it.
I can feel that feeling, but I respect that feeling.
Gotta love it.
And Nathan Fillion is great. He's real good.
And Alexis Dennis.
Could not have picked a better dog, Barry. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Michael Keaton.
I don't like Nathan Fillion. I want to punch him in the face. And also, I hate Eliza Dushku. I just cannot fucking stand her ass. So I really have to like bite the inside of my cheeks during a lot of.
Did you hear that? Oh, Ryan can't stand her.
Oh.
She's just a strong actress. She does one thing well.
Yeah, I was like amongst the 3 people that really fucking love Dollhouse, except for the Eliza Dushku part, because all the other actors around her and the concept I was fucking into. But it's supposed to be about how it's supposed to be an actor showcase, and it was supposed to be like, and we'll prove, Eliza, that you could do everything. It's like, no, it kind of really couldn't. Everyone else totally could.
I could not agree more. Like, preach.
Took Faith's character, pulled it out of the show, dropped it in another one.
They kept doing that her whole career. But she was really good as Faith. I really liked the Faith episodes of Angel.
Yeah, absolutely. Faith was a great addition to the show, and her character was very complex.
She has
And
a really good arc on Angel too. And
My favorite was Kendra.
Yeah, I thought she got much more complex on Angel in a really
She
awesome.
only lived like an episode.
I think with Angel, a lot of people got a lot more complexity to their characters because they were able to like take the characters that they were only shallowly touching on in Buffy and then give them like actual parts
Like,
in
that's
Angel,
a-
like Cordelia.
Best arcs in the entire like universe.
Biggest fucking idiot in Buffy, and then she gets into Angel and she like grows a brain, and I'm like, yes.
Well, Angel was also so much darker that it gave
No, she
it
does progress.
room, right? Like when you have a show that's that dark, you have more room to do interesting things with characters. Buffy had to stay a certain amount of light and fluffy for the most part. I mean, there were dark aspects to it, but it wasn't a dark show in the way that Angel was. And that just gives you so many more places to take a character.
And that's also because Buffy being the title character, you know, she's Buffy, you know, she's blonde valley girl, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that's the tone of the show. Angel, fucking Broody McBruderson over there, all tall, dark, and tall, pale, and scary. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even like Angel, but I love it. The show's good, but I don't like
I
Angel.
loved Angel, and it made me so upset to learn that David Boreanaz is a piece of shit.
I know.
Made me
Wait,
so
I think I
upset.
missed this piece of like Twitter universe. What happened? What did he do?
He was notorious for taking extras from the show to his dressing room trailer,
I didn't know this part.
even while he was married. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's it.
yeah, got into a lot of
Man.
trouble for that, and so he started just kind of pushing away all of the fans and everything in a way it's just like, don't fucking touch me, like don't look at me. And like apparently there was I think he lived in like Simi Valley or something, and a friend of mine would take her kids to the same like community park center or whatever for whatever sports or something, and just any attention that they would give David about like, oh my god, like, oh, you're famous, oh, I know you, he'd just be like, nah.
Yeah, he refuses
No,
to.
it's like, okay, cool.
That's disappointing.
TV show, you get to act like a douchebag.
Right.
No.
He was probably like, sweet, sign me up.
Yeah, it sounds like a great thing to do.
Right? Nathan Fillion, however, is a fucking sweetheart.
I have to rethink my opinion of him because there's something about him I don't like, but I will open my mind for you guys.
I will say, because I worked with him a lot this last year on The Rookie, so I got to spend a little bit of time just kind of like hanging out with him, just like watching him and stuff, and like he's very to himself, and like when he's on the show, like he's when we're between takes and everything, and we're waiting for them to set up the scene and everything, he'll like wander over into the crafty area and like, get his little tea and or his coffee or whatever, and like he'll make little jokes and stuff with the extras and the crew and stuff backstage, and like if anybody has like a little anecdote or something they want to tell him, like a friend really loves his work or whatever, like he'll stand there and like you can tell that he's like not really stoked to be talking about fans and stuff while he's on the job, but like we were cut for lunch and I was walking out to my car to the parking lot, and he was like maybe 20 paces ahead of me, and I watched him walk past one of the Warner Brothers tour tram things, and they all like noticed it was him. They're like, oh my god, I'm Nathan Fillion. And he like turns around, he starts waving and starts saying, hey, hey. And then the tram stops and they're like getting off, and he stops and turns around. He's like, hey, you guys want to come take some photos? And like he had them all like surrounding him, like globbing. It's just like, yeah, selfie. I was just like, that's really awesome. Like if he's out in the world, like it's very similar to Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson does this too. Like if he's on the job, he's on the fucking job. He doesn't want to deal with camera phones. He doesn't want to deal with people, talking about fandoms and shit like that. Like he's working. But out in the world, he's more than happy to like hang out with the fans, take some photos, listen to their anecdotes. It's really nice. Definitely not David Boreanaz vibes.
Yeah, that's interesting. Everyone I know who's met Nathan Fillion has said he was just an absolute sweetheart.
He is. He's like...
Unlike Eliza Dushku, who I've met, who was surprisingly bitchy.
I could see that, yeah. Yeah, Nathan Fillion's very much like a tamer, much kinder version of Captain Hammer. Hammer is his penis.
You had me
very much so. He's nice.
By the
How are
way,
you guys doing? How's everybody?
I actually had planned to like do the whole red makeup, and then it was like half hour two. It's like that's not happening, and I did what I could. But
I was gonna do a blonde wig. No.
Are you kidding? Come on, that was great. There were many surprises that made me very happy. Wonderful. It was wonderful. I know it's really hard to do like fucking group numbers though, especially with this because everybody's singing on top of each other. But I think
couldn't hear the music.
Harmonizing.
Layers, 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 layers. Joss, what are you doing?
I mean, it's impressive if you're all in person.
It
We
absolutely
totally
is.
could have done it in person.
even the duets were like fine. It was just once it was more than two people, it was like, woo. But, you know, it's okay. I don't give a shit.
I'm sorry I couldn't get my music working properly.
It's all good.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out another time. Maybe
Right.
we'll do a simpler musical. Surprisingly, Willy Wonka was simpler. So
Yeah. I can
people-
see that. It's all like one person singing at a
yeah,
time.
or it's like one person singing, or if there is another person, they're just talking or something. So it wasn't too bad. And actually, there's a lot less music in that one. But
Liz, question. Are you a fan of the musical Rocky Horror? Are you familiar with it? Have you seen it before?
Wait, what's that? I don't know.
I'm sorry for laughing. I'm so sorry.
But really, we could do that or rent.
I actually did Rent at the beginning of quarantine, however long the hell ago that was.
2 years.
3 years?
7 years. Anyway, it was fun, but the group numbers are hell. Like, they are so bad.
There's a lot of group numbers in Rent.
I mean, maybe we could just accept that the group numbers are going to kind of suck a little and do it anyway. I mean,
Most of them are duets or solos. Just letting you know right now, the group numbers won't, like, you can, what we thought about doing, and if you guys are going to, if you're thinking about doing Rent, what I would suggest is that on some of those group numbers, just make them solos or duets.
Maybe. It'd
Should we
be up
just
to
play
Liz.
the music and everybody can just like mute themselves and sing along or whatever, so that it doesn't sound, but we're still singing along. I don't know.
Whatever, you know.
Shit.
I'm loving the challenge of this.
Audition tapes of this. This is fun.
Like, is this gonna work? Is it not gonna work? And even if it doesn't 100% work, it's still like got moments of magic like all the way through. It just makes me really happy. You know?
I agree.
It's forcing me not to be a perfectionist. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Exactly. It's like let it go. It's fucking gone.
Let's do Frozen. No.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
I had to.
Let's do Snoop Dogg singing "Let It Go."
Yes.
We're listening to "Let It Go."
Man.
No,
I
there's.
love that video.
I want to do another poll. I feel like maybe we should only do 2 next week because I feel like we're doing a lot.
But
I don't know.
Have the fun.
I mean, not everybody has to do all of them. I'm okay with doing 3. What I was thinking about doing next Saturday is Heathers.
Oh,
Because-
that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Not the musical, the movie.
Yes,
Because-
please.
Because it's such good writing and the script is fucking bomb, and I don't know. I think it'd be really fun to do.
In college, I had a Heathers party. I vote for the Heathers. Yes, please.
Okay, cool. If you guys think it might be a good idea, and also please like post. I'm gonna do another poll thing because I'm taking all the suggestions, putting them in my little.
Ryan's gonna have to get on that casting early because his voice sounds
Christian Slater.
exactly like Christian Slater.
Fuck yeah.
Well, it can.
Ever vote for me is Repo, Kinetic Rock Opera. Is anyone- Yes!
I've actually never seen Repo. I've always wanted to see it.
It's
We can't do that unless I'm allowed to yell callbacks.
what?
I was in the Shadowcast for 4 years, and I kind of hate that movie, but I hate it. I love to hate it. Like, it's the most fun thing to yell callbacks to, almost more fun than Rocky to yell things at, because you can easily hate it. I was Paris Hilton's character. I always came up with good stuff for when my face falls off. I always came up with something good for underneath. I had a Freddy Krueger mask. I know, like, way back when we did it. Amy Winehouse had just died, so I was Amy Winehouse one time. It's a great, terrible, great.
Where was the Shadowcast in that?
I
Liz?
lose his fucking mind.
Shadowcast
That was
was-
so much fun for me.
They did it a bunch of places. I know that we did it at the Vista for a long time.
I've definitely been
remember
there.
that.
I fucking love that movie.
Because most of the Sins people were involved in various other Shadowcasts, so I usually heard about random stuff, but I never heard about that one.
Well, that wasn't a Sins thing. That was kind of Bernie did it. Because the guys, Terrence Zdunich and the other dude, or what's his bucket? The more famous one. What's his name? God damn it, the horror movie guy. I should know his name. They would come to Rocky, like all over the country. They'd go to Rocky shows and they'd be like, "Hey guys, have you heard about Repo the Genetic Opera? It's a cult movie, and we want to start a shadow casting like Rocky Horror." And everybody was like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, you can't force that shit.
It was like you can't just make it yourself. Like it just has to happen.
Right. It has to be organic.
Hedwig happened.
Right.
But everybody's like, "Fuck you!" But some people like Bernie were like, "Well, cool, now do it. To go and do this thing and be in charge." So
Right. Yeah, Bernie heard that was like challenge accepted.
yeah,
that sounds like Bernie.
take it, and I can be in charge of it, and I can play the lead, and fuck everybody, which I totally feel.
I'm fine with that.
But it ended up being good because of everybody that was in it. We all I had a blast. Anthony Stewart Head came to one of them and he hit on me. And it was just the best thing in my life.
That's awesome.
I was dressed as Joan Jett and he was like, hello.
And you're like,
What?
yes.
Like
Yes,
what
please. The name you were looking for was Darren Bousman.
That guy. He's
that.
Liz, when was that? Like what years?
Oh my fucking God.
That
It
was
may have been in Europe
2008.
Oh yeah.
2008.
Time ago.
Okay, so I had moved to Europe by then. That's why.
Really long time ago.
I had just joined the Rocky community and was gung-ho over all shadow casting. Yeah.
LBC, or they did it before month. So they're still doing it.
Yeah.
They're still doing
Yes.
Repo?
Yeah. Still.
wow.
But like they're always asking for people to join because they don't have enough members.
Yeah,
Because no one wants to do it.
Right.
I was like, you guys should do an alumni show, but they don't fucking keep track of anybody. It's not it's not a thing. It's weird. I don't know what the deal is with the Repo casts. It's the same damn cast. It's Addicted to the Knife, but
I feel like
they
they moved. Didn't they move to the Frida in the OC? Yeah. I thought.
I don't know if they're still. Well, I mean, nothing's still there right now, but I would totally go. And when it's back, if it's back up, I think we should go, and I'll teach you guys the callbacks because it's really fun to make fun of it.
They did.
I'd come down to LA for that.
In the OC, and it's been, they were doing like fairly regular shows, but when the Frida shut down, of course, all of the things shut down. I think Rocky Horror was the very last show that went up at the Frida, like Chaos said, and then like that same night they took down the marquee and were like closed. Sad story, but yeah.
I saw that they were trying to figure out a drive-in situation for the Frida.
Yeah, they did get that, and it like sold out in like 2 minutes. Me and my friends wanted to go, and I was like, everybody get on it, and then within 2 minutes it sold out. Apparently, I logged in like 13 minutes, and I was like, what? Because my friend Rachel was like, oh, I didn't get a ticket. Is it sold out? And I'm like, how can it? I looked away for like it's been 10 minutes since like the tickets were open. I was like, shit, yeah. But so yeah, my friend Giselle, who's on the board of directors, said that it sold out in 2 minutes, and they have opened up 2 more showings. So Saturday they're doing one, and Monday. Saturday's already sold out also. Monday up for grabs. If anybody could get one, good luck.
Cool.
Yeah, but it looks dope. So I'm still gonna try for the Monday.
Coming back.
Because I was just thinking, like, when would anyone be allowed to do any of this stuff ever again? Because I think we're all kind of into those nerdy event type of things, but a
They
lot of
literally just canceled LOJ.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't read that email yet. That's what that email said?
Oh, my heart. You have no
I
idea. So
yeah.
many shenanigans were being planned. Yeah.
Have to rethink our lives.
Yeah, actually. I mean, it's just a matter of how permanent all of this stuff is. Because it's not even just about the vaccine, it's about the treatment and how many people could get tested too. I mean, at least in LA, anyone could get tested. So that is something.
I delivered to a lady who was like, oh, I don't have a mask, but I know that I'm negative and I was positive, so I must have the antibodies. I was like,
Yeah.
That's not how that works, honey.
So my job is a laugh a minute. And I was wearing my essential employee shirt.
Hi.
To remind people to fucking tip me. Because they don't, and I'm like, I just remember this lady who wouldn't wear a mask.
I can
Like,
only
I
imagine
tripled
what
my
it's like right
food
now.
delivery tips when quarantine started. Like, it was just like, oh, you're willing to go out and get fucking sick to bring me food? Like, here, take lots of money, please.
Good. That's the way it should work.
For some reason, weed, it was people are not making the same connection or something. Look, we do make more now. Like some people, it's like I make my normal tips like $1, $2, $0, and then somebody's like, here's a 20. Like there's always at least like 2 or 3 people a day that are like that. So I'm still making good tips, but there's still these fucking people that like don't tip, and it's like, I wonder like what goes on in people's heads like that, because I'm tipping all the delivery people that come to me at least 30% or more, depending on how much I have in my bank account.
I
Some
never
people are just
when I would do pickups, when I would actually pick things up straight from the place. I never tipped there before because it's like, hey, I'm just picking it up. But now I started tipping ever since the quarantine happened, because it's like, you don't have to be here. This is a service to the community.
I used to supervise a restaurant, and a lot of people don't tip there, but I've seen both sides of that coin. Like, you know, as a supervisor, I wasn't supposed to keep the money. Most do. And so it kind of sucks. And I used to, what I would do is I would take the money and split it between the back of the house and like some random thing that the manager wouldn't buy us. You know, so I was always making sure we had like little perks or whatever. But the other supervisor started hating me because I wasn't taking the money, and she takes the money, right? So now she looks like an asshole, and I'm like, yeah, but you are an asshole because you're not supposed to take the money.
Yeah, like you're doing something wrong. Don't bitch at me for not doing the thing wrong.
Right. And then what gets annoying is the servers would want to take all the takeouts that way because they'd want the tips. But like when it's actually busy, I'm like, no. Go work and actually get real tips, and I'll take care of this because you're slowing down the restaurant, and now we'll have less customers next time. Like, don't piss off all the customers to try to get a extra tip here and there. It only works when they're slow, Yeah. So it kind of drove me nuts, but I'm glad more people tip on that now because they have more systems and more restaurants for that,
Yeah.
And
we have somebody who works for us that's like, I don't believe in tipping culture. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing in this job?
I mean, I know lots of people who don't like think tipping culture is stupid, but they still tip because that's the culture they live in.
Yeah.
It is stupid. We should be getting paid more, but guess what? We're not.
Right.
And live in a tipping culture, so tip.
Exactly.
Right. That's literally what it comes down to. And I don't like tipping. I just would rather pay more. I find tipping stressful.
Like wrapped up in the when we went to London, it was like, oh, it's just in the thing, and oh, cool, all right, cool. And no, it's not like that here. It would be nice if it was, but since it's not, we gotta fucking do something else. So
that's one of the reasons my favorite sushi place is my favorite sushi place, because they pay well, and they say you don't need a tip. We pay well, so we don't take tips.
I wish more places were like that.
Yeah, me too.
Go to the restaurants.
Yeah. In England, there's a couple of places that will tell you that they're putting a tip on there, and you can remove it. And it's weird because English culture, they don't really tip much. It's all supposed to be kind of included in everything, and the only time you tip is like kind of more like Vegas. Someone's giving you like an actual head in the door or something like that to a place you normally can't go to or whatever, or they do some dumb shit for you, and otherwise you don't tip. And this place is weird because they have the regular VAT, which includes that tip, and then they put an additional amount, and they give you the check, and they give you a whole explanation, and it's just awkward. If you're British, it's like really stressful, like you don't know what to do. It's against your principles, but you don't want to be the person who doesn't pay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to run. Liz, thank you so much for putting these together. It's the first time I've been, and it was so much fun. And you guys were all
great.
I mean, this one was great, and I think you guys are fucking champions with the music. I'm serious. But they're all kind of different depending on what we're doing. But I think this is like an awesome group of people. So I recommend coming back and watching more shit, or being in it if you want.
I will definitely be back. You guys are great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Puppy. Did the puppy wake up?
The puppy wake up.
So what are we doing next?
The next thing is Waiting for Guffman.
I thought you had the second half of the women to go.
Waiting for Guffman is on Saturday. The women is on Sunday. Next Wednesday, I didn't pick anything yet. I was thinking about doing those 2 Saved by the Bell episodes that I was talking about. Violet and the summer thing with what's her bucket? The summer. Leah Remini. One of those episodes of Saved by the Bell.
Those were good.
Yeah, I was thinking like one of that, and then maybe we could do Eli's Zoom play after it.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Because it's a short little fun just a fuck around thing for Wednesday, something that's like nuts.
Yeah.
And then next Saturday I wanted to do Heather, and it would be Harold and Maude. And I don't want to go past that because holy shit, that's too much to think about.
I had one more suggestion. Dr. Horrible.
Ooh.
You know what? Here's
Don't
the
make
thing.
Characters though.
Here's my thing.
Yeah?
I would like somebody else to organize one. And that would be a good one for somebody else to organize because I'm not that familiar with it.
What? That actually hurt my brain.
Yeah.
Because of Nathan Fillion, like my brain turned off.
I
need to watch it again.
You do. It's really.
I really adore Neil Patrick Harris, so.
But 4 sweater vests. I mean.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, that's why I don't want to be in charge of that one, but I know that a lot of people would be into it, so I think somebody else should try and organize one, and you are welcome to, and that's what the group's for, so do it.
We can argue over who gets to do it.
You don't have to argue, just somebody fucking say, I don't care.
Yeah, just like that with the teeth clenched.
Was that you, Danya, raising your hand? Is that real?
Well, you're welcome to. I would love if you did it. Just make sure it's not on the same night as something else, because for obvious reasons.
I'll try to figure something out. It's gonna have to be like after next week because I am going to be getting some surgery stuff this weekend. So yeah.
Okay.
Like the rest of this month's pretty packed anyway, so you have time. But yeah,
Exactly. We've got some time. I can heal up and cast other people while I'm healing up and stuff.
Baby.
Yeah.
No.
You know what?
Serious? I don't want to be too.
That's 11
Oh, no,
o'clock.
I'm getting oral surgery because I have 2 broken teeth that were worked on years ago, and the work like failed, and so like a crown completely cracked off, and then a unfinished root canal basically just crumbled away. So like I've been in a lot of pain since like 2016, 2018. and I am finally getting everything cleaned out and taken care of, and I'm excited.
Yay!
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Well,
Yeah,
best,
It's pretty
best
bad.
of luck
It
on
hurts
that.
a lot. What?
So best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Loves, I am gonna go.
Same here.
I need to roll. Thank you. Thank you so amazing. You're all amazing.
Everybody.
Bye.
Gaia, everybody, really fucking her.